I should not have backed down last time, because I definitely fucking called it. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be taking a look at DC vs. Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 5, the last one of the current tenure, I guess you could say, the collaboration between DC and IDW. Now, from the first issue all the way up to the third one, I had been mentioning that there is no way that this was going to be just a 5-issue run. And last week it was like, well, maybe I might have been wrong. Well, what you're about to see towards the end of the 5th issue and what I saw made me realize I shouldn't have backed down on those thoughts because, well, you'll see in just a bit. So, with that out of the way, so pick things up right after the ending of the 4th issue where the Justice League and the Freedom Force meet up again. And yes, I'm aware some of you might say, well, they aren't actually called the Freedom Force. I honestly don't care. I will always refer to them as the Freedom Force. But apart from just seeing the Ragnarok, Cyborg can't define anything else inside of it. Meaning that the Chaos Engine or the Chaos Drive or whatever name they go for is still working in it. And Superman's like, well, we're going to be flying blind, not knowing what's going to happen. You think you're up for it? And Sonic just replies with, yeah, so we do this daily, just like you guys. And a little chat between the groups, the duos, starts off with Tails and Cyborg going off again on the Dimensional Nightmare Machine and asking how they got out, in which Cyborg's like, well, I used one of the Chaos Emeralds and hoped for the best. Well, it worked, and that's all that matters. And they go on and try to put together a plan, or at least the beginning workings of a plan. And now we turn our gaze at John Stewart and Silver. And they just talk about the Green Lantern Corps back in DC Earth, whichever designation they choose to go with. And same with Knuckles. There's like, yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, everything fine? And he goes, yeah, your little alien zoo is fine. Your robots took care of most of it anyways. I was busy teaching Luthor who's boss. He's like, oh, okay. And, of course, Batman and Shadow's like, very few words. Gotham? Safe. Under control? Yeah. Blew up the Batmobile? Yeah, that happens. And, of course, the ever-cheerful Amy and Wonder Woman have a blast chatting. And then we pick up with Flash and Sonic, who, once again, kind of just talk about wanting to have another race. And then we start going with the plan that Cyborg and Tails start bringing up. Okay, wrap it up, people. We weren't taking that long. We have a way of getting into the Ragnarok and ending this mess. We're basically using the same gambit we did to reunite our teams. We'll use the frequency of the 6 emeralds on hand to resonate with the one Darkseid has inside the Ragnarok. That should give us the telemetry we need to create a stable boom tube inside and reasonably close to that last emerald. once we have all 7 emeralds, we undo all the damage Darkseid and his forces have done. And pretty much that's what they do. Both sides did the same thing in issue 3 and 4. And now the double teams are going to do it. Short version, this gizmo gets us inside. We find the emerald and use Darkseid's own Doomsday weapon to save the day. Synchronizing the emerald matrix with the boom tube. Activating when y'all are ready. Let's go for all worlds, for all peoples, for the future of everyone. And it works. So they end up on the Ragnarok, and Darkseid isn't shy. He's got the emerald right in his hand. Had you but left this world to die, I would have been trapped within this abyss. But you did not. You could not. You must risk everything to save the meaningless lives of the masses. And so you bring to me the tools I need to free myself and lay waste to this world and a host of others. You have my appreciation for being so hopelessly reliable. I have spent countless ages learning to bend this distorted hell to my will. Come, face me and die. And they start fighting. The thing behind Doomsday, beginning with Knuckles and Superman, and then we have Amy and Wonder Woman, followed up by Batman and Shadow, who do Batman typical things, which is buy time. Tear gas, flashbangs, and every repellent you have. That won't stop a god, no, but it buys us a few seconds. In those few seconds, it did help a little bit. But here's the thing. It didn't help far too much, as Silver and Jon Stewart are trying to get the last emerald. They get smacked down by Darkseid. But Sonic gets it. However, things are starting to turn sour. Yeah, about that. Kind of hard to build up speed when I've got nothing to run on. And trying chaos control here might make things worse. Then match me step for step, and we'll both race over there. You think that'll actually work? You heard him. Physics are a bad joke in here. The real question is, can you keep pace? Sure, I think I can slow down for you. Small strides, Flash. Quick feet, Sonic. Yeah, so they're basically running on each other's souls in order to build up speed for Sonic to be able to not only get to the other emeralds, but to activate all 7. And Darkseid tries to stop him. However, yeah, Sonic ain't gonna have it, as he bounces off of Flash's foot and slaps the last emerald in with the others. Thus, introduces Super Sonic to the Justice League. Now, I did say as kind of a joke that they could do like a Super Superman. Though if they were going to do that, it would be more like Hyper Superman. But whatever. I'll admit it. That actually stung a bit, backside. Tell me if you feel this. As he goes in and strikes him, he's got this really weird looking face. The barest itch. A hit like that. You're a featherweight god, huh? So he can transform into a golden god now? Show off. I'm glad he's alive but he took all the Emerald's power with him. I don't think so. It looks like he supercharged the device. That might be enough to handle the inversion, but we still need a sufficient charge as a catalyst. And we get the weirdest homebrew device ever. We have the thing they stuck the emeralds in, Cyborg, and Tails running as a treadmill, as Flash uses it as his homemade cosmic treadmill. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is just the silliest thing. And now, we turn our gaze back over to Darkseid as he's being pummeled by the likes of Silver, Superman, Jon Stewart, Wonder Woman, Shadow, Batman, and Amy. As Shadow throws a Shadow and Batman both threw sticky bombs on him. Sonic goes into the fray again and strikes down Darkseid, as it kind of seems like they're on the winning point, but now Darkseid's got something up his sleeve. Enough! I will suffer no further indignity. Whoa! What's he doing? He's bringing down the very fabric of reality. We'll cease to be. Stop! Think! You'll be erased too! Darkseid is eternal! Darkseid is! As, Flash goes in and says, yeah, no, now or never. Show off. And everything seems to just, fix itself with a mighty shaboom between the two Earths. This is Metropolis. I'm home. Superman to League. What's your situation? Diana here. I'm in DC. This is John. I came to on the Watchtower. They did it! Of course they did. This is Flash, and Central City's never looked better. Batman checking in from Gotham. Booyah! We did it! And I'm at the Hall of Justice. Yeah, it seems like everything just went back to normal. Even on Sonic's side. Not only restored everyone to their proper place spatially, but reverted things chronologically to before the invasion. That means the Master Emerald was never destroyed. All the locations that were attacked are intact. In short, we won our happily ever after, and the food's still warm. You and Cyborg really are heroes. I'm glad everyone is safe and sound. But we spent all that time on another Earth making so many new friends, fighting so many bad guys, and now we just rewind it all like it didn't happen? Time travel is always messy. Wait, what about Darkseid? His Ragnarok was at the center of the whole ordeal. With the way things were reverted, it lost its anchor point in space-time. He's not going to be bothering anyone anytime soon. Ha! Later, hater. None of this phases you in the slightest, huh? Pretty much. That's just the whole thing with Sonic. Doesn't really phase him far too many times. Think of it this way. We had a fantastic adventure, met some awesome people, and came out fine on the other side. Don't sweat the details. You know what? I like that approach. I'm starving. Where's my sandwich? Let me help. Still, I wouldn't mind having a chance to race you one more time. You know, make it clear who's really the fastest. Well, we all know that Flash is the fastest, considering his mention early in the story. He's definitely faster than Sonic. But as things start to wind down, we have one last thing to look at. Once again, the reckless actions of the self-appointed heroes put all of creation at risk. For not just my world, but yours as well. As men of vision, we should be proactive in ensuring this doesn't happen again. That's right. Lex Luthor is teaming up with Dr. Ivo Robotnik. I couldn't agree more, Lex. Leaving the boundaries between our worlds open was sloppy on their part. It's only right we take advantage of their carelessness to a glorious new partnership and to two worlds brought to their knees. The end. For now. Yeah. So, like I had mentioned before, I fucking called it in the first 3 issues where I knew it wasn't going to be a one and done 5-issue run. But there's going to be a video I'm going to be doing next week, which I believe will be the inspiration for the second grouping of issues. So, be on the lookout for that next week. But until next time, everybody, oh boy, Lex Luthor and Ivo Robotnik. How more dangerous is that going to be compared to, well, you'll see. But until next time, everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.